I got this chess set for the 2020 election, but it's fitting now because it's a lot of the same players are the pieces. We've got our Republicans in the red, our Democrats in the blue. This was the Biden Harris against Trump Pence. But when this came out, they weren't sure that Biden was even going to be the candidate yet. We just knew that Trump was going to be back. You can see the board has been laid to waste. There was our bishop, Supreme Court Judge Roberts and Kavanaugh. They're still standing beside Trump, our king, on the board here. The Queen, Pence, down, knocked out. The Knight, Kevin McCarthy, done, wipe him out. The other night, Mitch McConnell, done. The Rook, the last Republican, Bush, done. Trump destroyed the Bush family legacy, the Clinton family legacy, and the Obama legacy. And there's Cheney, useless and done. Lots of red have fallen. And there is the MAGA, America First Party, surrounding our president, protecting him on the board. And the only ones left in the back are the cowards hiding behind their fallen puppets. Starting with over here, Joe Biden. He was a rook there because he wasn't sure he was going to be a president. He's represented twice. Chuck Schumer, done. Ruth Bader Ginsburg, she went out on her own. There we had to do like you call it a royal castle. The king and the queen switch. Trump, but camel toe takes over for Biden, and he's down. He's done. There you've got Sotomayor, the earliest DEI hire, useless judge. There's Nancy Pelosi, the biggest ass on an ass. We're going to do some investigations into her, but for now, take her out. She's done. Last one up, our first closeted homosexual president in his effeminate pose we know so well. Couldn't get those black guys insulted enough to vote for, against their own well-being, which leaves, that's it, the commander in chief wannabe down and done. The field is empty. Trump moves down to his rightful place on the other side of the board, takes the king position, and we have a true commander in chief. And it was very cathartic to be able to set this up and lay these out. I haven't set this up since I got it, so it's cool to have them out and checking them out on the board. And like I said, all these old players that are we can wipe off the board. My awesome Trump hat with his signature. Yeah, the last man standing. Make America great again, folks. Greetings to you, my fellow patriots out there, wherever you may be viewing from. It's another glorious day in America once again. And welcome and thank you for joining me on this episode of Bayou Gold Guy. I am Bayou Gold Guy, and it's right. We have returned. And we've got the big cup. Actually, I had to break out the extra cup because we were drinking in, taking it, filling up with so many of those libtard tears. And wow, what a week, what a night. Thank you guys for everybody that was on for the final Trump rally on Monday night, and then of course the marathon the marathon live stream for over 5 hours on election night. We're sitting there at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, thinking, okay, well, this is going to be wrapping up pretty soon. All they got to do is call Pennsylvania, call Virginia, call, they were not going to let those, Georgia, that was once Georgia was pretty much wrapped, and, they knew Pennsylvania was her only route, and they refused. It was reminding me of, Hillary Clinton when they were holding Florida in 2016 till 3 a.m. before they finally and then in true libtard, shit on your people form, she couldn't be bothered to appear before the few people that had held out hope and actually sat there and waited for her to show up that night. Same as Hillary. Oh, go home. We're gonna make sure every vote's counted. We'll reassemble tomorrow. Yeah, sure you will. Again, they're just cannon fodder for these people. They mean nothing to them, but they'll tell you how Trump is the one that doesn't care about his people, just uses us. He's just using us. So yeah, well, he used me to get there early voted, and I felt real good on Tuesday night when we're watching that, knowing that I did have that early vote was banked and counted, and and a lot of Republicans, conservatives, independents, and Democrats all did the same thing. Voted early, voted for Trump, and yeehaw, man! It was a MAGA mandate that we saw issued, winning the popular vote. That's again, so many records broken, hadn't been done since um, Reagan Bush, I believe it was in the 84 election. But a non-sequential presidential run for over 110 years, like with Hoover, I believe it was, whatever it was. But yeah, it just outrageous. And again, this was a not just a mandate on the weaponization of the justice and legal system against political people, and targeting of individuals and citizens, but also a mandate against this DEI bullshit that has been just forced down everybody's throat. They said, no, we are not going to have our first DEI president. They lowered every bar, every standard, because she was a black woman, to get her in, to try to force this into a presidency. And so now if you're a Mexican or a black or any Latino or any race that was Democrat, now they're calling you a, same as us, you're a misogynist, and you just didn't want to have a powerful woman in. Well, the fact that she was so incompetent, just like Joe was, and I believe that actually this is probably the best way that it could have ever gone down. If we'd have won in 2020, we'd have still been battling all the same, players that were in there, and rooting out the scumbag Republicans and rhinos and turncoats and all this shit. The perceptions of America now had a chance for 4 years to see, this is what we're talking about. This is how bad your life can really be, and it has nothing to do with the bullshit that they've been spreading and trying to get you to believe for 4 years. And don't believe your eyes, believe us. It failed, and it's also the end of not only the DEI crap, the whole, just pseudo. I mean, not even pseudo. It's this cult following that has just taken over America on everything that's immoral, amoral, anti-American, America last attitude. And now we've got Elon Musk. We've got the smartest man in the world. We've got Democrats that Tulsi Gabbard and RFK and Ramaswamy, and they've already, Hamas is already mulling for peace, as and I'm sure all Trump's going to do is give Israel bigger weapons to wipe these scumbags out faster, as while reestablishing the Abraham Accords, and tell these other countries, everyone that borders Israel, the more you support these other fuckers, we're cutting you off too. But again, just the list is going to go on and on for Jack Smith. The charges against Trump have already been kicked out. If Biden knows what's good for him, he will go in and pardon Trump. Maybe he's already invited him to the White House. And damn it, potential spam. The calls have somewhat reduced since the election's over. I'm still getting pounded by about 20 hits a day for donations. But yeah, I think if you know, like I said, they're you know, they need to he needs to pardon all charges on Trump. Everything's going on, all these investigations are falling apart. Even right now, the scumbag Letitia James and the other failed New York mayor, whatever, but they're still trying to round up some kind of charge to go against it. You know, you can't charge a sitting president. That's why everything that they're done now is done. It's history. There's nothing that they can do with their lawfare against him. But again, it was a mandate on a number of things by the populace of America. The last populist party, they don't want to admit that Trump's a populist. They, you know, Bernie Sanders was one they referred to as, you know, that's communist. He was a communist populist. No, this is an American populist. You know, truly the greatest president since Washington in this country's history, and we're going to see for the next 4 years unrecorded historic gains of this country, and it's like I said, it's gonna be coming fast. He's already got things rolling. You know, he's not gonna wait for it to get there. He's gonna have it ready to roll, and like I said, it's very exciting time. So, cheers, my friends. Like I said, I think if this had hit 2020, we would not have the success that we're gonna have now that we've got the House, the Senate, majority, you know, basically super majorities on these, the White House, and the will of the American people all behind it saying, yes, we're ready to turn that. You know, she kept saying, turn the page, turn the page. That's what they did. But they, you know, of course, they're too myopic and just self-centered to realize that they're the page that's being, as they're saying up there, telling people turn the page. It's like, you idiots have been in charge for 4 years. You're the ones that will be flipped whenever the page turns. But again, that just like and again, it's a mandate against mainstream media, Hollywood, all these actors, all these celebrities that went out there and spoke out for her, half of them because they were being held hostage by the Diddy list because they're connected with P. Diddy, and they were saying, you either do this or this is going to get released or some of this is, you know. And yes, there is going to be, it's not going to be like last time with Hillary. Oh, we're gonna move on. Yeah, we're going to move on, but we're going to have about 50 different committees that are going to be investigating every one of these scumbags, federal judges, all these federally appointed judges for life that have been handing down these judgments against Trump and against the Constitution and against individual rights of this country. They will be investigated. They will be impeached and disbarred and removed from their federal positions, and Trump will replace them with. We've got Clarence Thomas and Ito that are about ready to retire. They've been holding out for so Trump's going to be able to put in two not young MAGA judges onto the courts. Like I said, friends, we are going to be seeing a golden time. Get that oil flowing. Those taxes are going to come down. Gas, I bought gas yesterday. It's already $2.34 down here. $2.34 a gallon. That's the lowest I've ever seen it down here since Trump. So, yeehaw. We're going to start out this it's going to be a quick video today because I got a little bag. I got shit I got to do. Actually, I'm in the dark. My power just shut off and I started to do this morning. So, I was going to try to get done quick because I need to go work on a job still. But it's been a pain in the ass sealing jobs and floor job stuff I've been doing. But yeah, so I got this. We're going to get into this a return to Coyote Creek, and but we're going to start off with a little mail call because I received some awesome mail and package yesterday, and from Miss Julie and Julie Banshee Mining and Dan Home Zoo. They are kind of a team now, and they've even got their stickers. But this is what they sent me, as you can see right here. The awesome, yes, they missed. Yeah, is that not good? I'm sure I'll zoom in and out for the thing, but yes, thank you so much. And along with that, in the package, it came with the first 10 amendments of the Bill of Rights. There she sent me some each of their original stickers, but then we also have the combo Banshee Home Zoo, very cool stickers.
So, and as we go into the Christmas season here, I think it warrants just reminding people from this one right here that the first of the First Amendment, first right is to freedom of religion, speech, press, assembly, and petition. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or the right of the people peacefully to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. And the main key of those two main keys of that right there is the government will not establish an establishment of religion. That does not mean you cannot put up a damn manger scene on federal property. It means that the federal government can't mandate you to put up a manger scene on your property or on the federal government, or a menorah, or a Buddha or anything, but that they also cannot limit your freedom to do that the way they have, or in schools. So they've, as they always do, they bastardize. You're not reading what it says. We have to interpret that to fit our, where it's very plainly spelled out. And then also these J6 offenders, like I said, Trump should pardon every J6 offender immediately, and issue full apologies for the government, as well as, I believe, probably restitution for false imprisonment for years, being held without due process for years, for being escorted by the police through the Capitol, period. Respectfully moving through a government building that we own. But it says right there, as extending the ground of public confidence in the government. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. I'm wrong. I think, what? That doesn't sound familiar. And to petition the government for a redress of grievances. That's what J6 was. They were people, I wanted to be there. I couldn't make it, but they were there to address the grievances of a fraudulent election where we had, with our own eyes, seen them shutting it down, bringing out fake ballots, doing all the things that we know happened, the machines that were failing, all those things. That's why we had to go too big to rig this time, and it worked, and it carried over the entire populace. I still don't know where it seems to me like we're missing about 10 or 15 million more votes that Trump should have had. I expected us to have 90 million votes in this election for Trump, if closer to 100, between 90 and 100 million. So I'm not sure what happened with that, but so very cool to have this, some stickers, the awesome shirt, Banshee, Homesu. Thank you guys so much, as well as all you guys. Whenever I started this channel, we had just in 21, we had just gone through we were still dealing with the repercussions of that beginning. But to all you guys that we've got our Trump, our Doug Odette garden Trump there. I even have I have marked them so I remember where it is from 22 when this came in from the channel. We've got our Carson from our Carson Trump, Lego Trump, and then of course my beautiful silver from Jordan at Gold Thumb. Mr. Ed Kelly, that y'all got a lot of the Let's Go Brandon, Fuck Joe Biden stickers, the coins, all that kind of stuff. Just things from the PA Patriot, Spencer 17, Vendetta. Like I said, I've got just a huge list over the last going on 4 years that have all supported the channel and expressed your support, love for this country as a patriot, and your generosity by kind of sending your little stamp of approval on it. So anytime I get the like I said, I got my stickers from PA Patriot. I've gotten my stickers from a number of different people. Like I said, the awesome hat from that I have in the case now from Sergeant Joe. Actually, I talked to him about that. He had told me the story where he had gotten the hat. He was at I forgot to ask him what rally he was at, because I want to know what rally. But he was there. He'd got the hat and then got Trump to sign it on his way to board the plane. So very, very cool. Very awesome. And yeah, so thank you so much to all of you. And you know, a big tip of the hat to everyone that did your duty and you know, voted for. Leave a comment on in the section, you know, what you voted for. It was not everybody, you know, the other side was voting against Trump. We know what they were voting against. They had nothing to vote for. But we weren't voting against her. She was incompetent. There was nothing to vote against. We were voting for what we knew was gonna use. So we'll leave a comment. What was your favorite point or your main point that you voted for that you wanted to see changed on here? Most people are gonna say economy and the border. Which again, and then freedom of speech. Any one of those is a big key. So, but yes, a proud, very proud day. And as I think, how many days, how many years has it been since you could say it's a proud day for America when we started off, you know, with disgrace and with Afghanistan pull out and the loss of Americans from the start, and that set the theme for the next 4 years. And again, I think there should be, you know, direct. There are tens of thousands of lives that have been lost as a result of this administration. I think there definitely should be accountability for because they were not doing the will of the people; they were doing their own agendas, you know. And we've seen it now, and we've spoken against it. So, all right, well, like I said, it's going to be a much happier upbeat because that's just, you know, whenever you have that weight lifted off of you, life's you know, there's promise. you have hope. And I've always said I haven't had a bad day in 30 years since I fell and, you know, came back, and I should have been either in dead or in a wheelchair with a drool cup. And you know, I walked away. I walked away that night. You know, that's right. Let's move on. So, like I said, I have not had a bad day. Some days have been better than others, but I haven't had a bad day since then because I've been here to carry on life and the fight, the good fight. And that's what we're going to do now for the next 4 years. Put our shoulders to the wheel and get this stuff done and prepare for the next 4. Because I'm telling you guys, if we do this right, these leftist we'll kill off the whole commie movement before they ever have a chance in the next 20 years to gain power again. So, all right, now let's turn to the new, enriched, and very positive gold center of South Louisiana. That's right, where X marks the spot for some gold nugget sales. Coyote Creek. And this is the upper shelf. We got this is our original Coyote Creek, that Oregon gold, which was so awesome. Very, very unique. From what it looked like I'd seen on this one, this is a different gold in this one. But it's from the upper shelf, a different area. But that's like the original picture right there when they were digging it out of the formation. And he was go down there and load up his pickup truck, the back of the pickup full of dirt, and to go with the gold. So very cool. This is the 1 gram bag I'd ordered whenever I got the last. See, it's the dusty. Looks like it's looks pretty much the same as the. See that kind of tan, dusty material. But yeah, this was, y'all have gotten some of this from the Coyote Creek bags that I did on whatever giveaway that was for. I think Mandy's Candy was the first prize winner and got the because the bottles were made up with the Coyote Creek dirt, and only one of them though actually put in. It was the gram bottle that was the first prize, and she won that one with the actual Coyote Creek gold in it. But since then I've given away and put some out and sold some of it too. So, but yeah, it would be interesting to see the difference. let's get that. But yeah, again, you guys, it was a blast having y'all in and out of the election night there, and it just kept going and going. And I guess we'll go. I'm going to put this someplace where it is safe. I mean, how prophetic is that? That bullet skimming by of the glass of the Trump 45. Yeah, very very cool though. I've had a couple of drinks out of it. But all right, hold on. Well, the power just came back on, so that's good. And the hurricane has passed us by, made a hard turn from being we were targeted right in the line of fire for it to it's going to be a couple of 100 miles away from us. Where closest is supposed to be on Sunday, whenever it's passing by in the Gulf on its way. It's not even gonna hit the United States probably, so or land at all. It may just stir around the Gulf, they said, and peter out. So that's good. We've had enough stormage for the year. Just the fact that it's running this late in the season is unusual, but yeah, Mike just came out with he got the new batch of gold in for his high grader, and it's full of nice big nuggets. So now, like the 3-gram bag comes with a nice nugget. I think even the 1-gram bag has like a half-gram nugget or something in it. But yeah, it's got the high grade. He was down to just basically specs, so it worked out pretty good. They had all this, but he said he'd asked him before about nuggets. They're like, oh, they just really don't have nuggets. Then when gold was spiking at $2,800, they what do you know? They found some gold. Yeah, but he's got it. Of course, gold now is back. Y'all watch the channel here. You'd heard my speculation that if Trump lost, that we'd be looking at $3,000 by the uh, end of the year for sure. But that if he won, I could see it going back down to 24, 22. And we're already on our way down now. So stock market hit record high. My crypto's all been, even the stuff that's been stalled out for the last couple of years is showing some growth. So that's pretty cool. I don't do anything with stocks, but I do follow the Bitcoin. Just topped out its highest ever at $77,000 a coin. What are they fucking doing over there? Jeez. But why has my lens gotten so dark? The sun came out. Look there. There is our Oregon Coyote Creek gold. It's been I think I did my big jug on the Labor Day 2 years ago. So it's been a little while since I've seen some of this fresh out of the dirt. So very nice. Going to, let's see, where's my, I move it down here to try to keep it from roasting in the sun and rotting out breaking another bottle. And they are just, I don't know if this noise suppression's covering all that racket. I don't know what they're doing. They're just, I assume it's some kind of street work because it is so loud. There's our first little batch. Doesn't look like we had anything escape us there. Maybe a little bit at the top. Nope, just one little speck right there. That looked like I had some dust in there, but it was just that yellow sand. I don't know if that's a speck or not, but we'll go ahead and let me look at some quartz. Might have some quartz in it. So yeah, for the time of this, you got, I guess, 3 more days to guess the weight on the half-gram mammoth pay dirt. And if you watch the video, you can see where it cuts off. So give you an idea of what you should be guessing at. That is some awesome gold. Very cool material. But yeah, so yeah, it cuts off on the 11th for the first in the jug. Some of it had petrified wood that they were hitting as they were digging out the formation. I've got a little piece in there that he made sure I had in the bag. He said, "I'll make sure you have it," because I was asking him about it because he was talking about it. He goes, "I'll try to make sure you have a piece in there." And sure enough, there's a nice little flat sliver of broken petrified wood out of it. Same kind of tan color as a lot of this sole. That very, very cool. And congratulations to our winners from last week's, finishing off our Halloween. I've already got popping there. Our Halloween October giveaways there with Jordan at Gold Thumb Prospecting. Got the first place, and Mr. Minix, he'd gotten, I think he'd gotten 3rd place whenever I first started doing it, picking the number, and he finished off with the 2nd place. And then Billy Joe Clark, if I recall, was the 3rd place with stickers. So appreciate all you guys that were there for that and guessing the numbers and the random number. So yeah, that's why we're doing the guess the weight on this one. And I'm putting together, of course, I got to put together something MAGA now that I was kind of holding up. I was going to do something leading up to the election. I thought, I'm just going to, because it wouldn't have been very joyous if we putting that out there if it was lost. I was gambling on those sneakers. If y'all saw the live stream I'd gotten from the limited 1000 limited edition gold Trump sneakers, and hopefully I'll be in the lower number on it too. I think because I got them pretty quick when they came out for this round, but yeah, for I don't know if they'd be as valuable if he'd lost, but I think they'll they'll have some worth before it's over. They're not anything that I'm not a sneaker. I like my Reeboks. So yeah, a pair of high dollar gold sneakers are not anything that I'd be interested in collecting. I mean, unless they were, they had his signature. He was, you got one of the pairs that he actually signed. That would be pretty cool. But I got that. I got the hat. So I'm, like I said, I'm not greedy. I'm happy. So the But yeah, I got them strictly as a resale investment opportunity on them. And it would be cool to see them too. It'll make a very neat unboxing video for damn sure. But yeah, I'll be putting together some kind. I was already going to do like a MAGA raffle with a big bottle and some backup prizes and stuff with the MAGA theme. But just time runs out for doing crap. Life gets in the way. So it's like I said, I'm just like I said, considering where we were when I started this channel. Unfortunately, we continue. Well, we had Hurricane Ida hit a couple of months after I had started the channel. So then that left us with a lot of work down here to do. So we were buffered from the Biden economy, plus the fact that we're not a commie libtard state. We were already well ahead of the curve with all the bullshit COVID lockdown shit. Not that COVID wasn't bullshit, but all the government response to it and what the way that they treated the American people, and the fact that kind of demonstrated that a huge amount of the population are just basically cowards in America and will roll over at any sign of authoritative edict handed down to them, no matter how ridiculous or intrusive it is. But people would come down here to work for Ida. These companies, they'd haul these guys down here from Michigan and Indiana, and Mexicans down here, illegals coming from up there. They're shipping down here to work, and they'd get down here to be like, fuck, they couldn't believe it, that this was still the same country that they were in up north, because down here it was like COVID never happened. There were no, other than the first month or two, whenever some of the stores would make you wear a mask, and they would limit the number of people they would let in the store at Walmart or whatever. They laid down all the footprints for keeping your social distance 6 foot. Again, one of my favorite South Parks was Cartman running around with his 6-foot pole, because he loved the mandates, keeping them out of school, keeping people away from him. He'd carry that a 6-foot pole with a flag on the end of it. He'd hold it. He'd make sure people. He'd jab you with it if you got near him less than 6 feet.
Oh no, I see. There's all this horrible stuff going on in the world, but apparently Cartman's life doesn't matter. Eric, you can't. Get back, 6 feet, ma'am. 6 fucking feet.
That's basically like what a lot of these libtards did. They would be screeched at people. They weren't staying there 6 feet away, and if you're not wearing your mask, and just the absurdities of at the same time saying follow the science while they're telling you to believe that a cloth or paper mask is going to stop a virus. But fear. That's what they didn't have, the fear that they could pump in the 2020 election, because they lost Twitter, and people were already on to the mainstream media from Trump. First, identifying the fake news, and that message stuck. So yeah, it all came together in just the right way, and now we got to protect him, because don't think for a second there's not good. They're showing posts one chick had one saying, how can we, can we do a GoFundMe for how do I hire a hitman? We could all go in together to get, somebody, posted on there, will they please, X Trump, and that's not what it says, but I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to dignify it with the word, but you know what, they're delete, and they're in that, every one of the Secret Service needs to be knocking on every one of those fuckers' houses. They went and kicked in doors for grannies, literally 65 and older year-old seniors that were there at the Capitol on that day. But yeah, these people that are actively calling for the death of a president as he comes into office after he's been shot at twice with a third attempt made stopped. No, it's yeah, that's the kind of shit that's not going to happen anymore. And if it was on the other side, they would come after them again, saying that against them. They would be at their door, kicking it down and hauling in them and everybody that they know. But when it's the other side, it's perfectly fine to call. We've all been called Hitlers and garbage for the last 4 years. And again, it just, that was the best thing on the watching the. If you want to laugh, go watch the replay on the chat at the end of the first night on the Trump rally. Towards the end, I had libtard trolls that had found it on the live stream, the StreamYard feed or something, I guess they said, and they made a few comments. I'm like, oh, whatever, shit, I don't, your opinion's meaningless to all of us here because you're idiots. And then they kept up, so then I started calling about, just started ragging on them, saying, yeah, you guys are, I appreciate you being here, man. I've never had a fucktard live on my streams or in my chats. Amazingly, for 4 years, I have not had the Trump derangement syndrome, orange man bad people. There's been a few comments and nothing that was horrendous or really that disrespectful, other than the usual, compared to what these maniacs come up with and spew out. I wouldn't erase the comments. You can still go through if you're watching videos, you'll see them come up there. But so yeah, but that night it was like I said, I was I'm there leaving, and they kept leaving more comments, so I just kept fucking shredding them more and more. So yeah, if you're not watching the chat replay, you're kind of wondering who's he talking to? Is he saying, yeah, fucking, you appreciate you being here, man. It's been a pleasure eviscerating you and showing how pathetic and retarded you are. And you don't even the joke is you don't realize that you're the joke. But yeah, it was a fun time. And then of course, election night. God, I had a hangover the next day. I started drinking that vodka straight out of that football. Once Benny Johnson had us, we'd called the election hell an hour before the rest of the country. We were celebrating. People on the chat, on the live chat on the stream are going, they haven't called it yet on so and so. Fox is still on, Well, whatever info Benny had, he was dead on because it went through. So yeehaw. All right, well, there we go. Look at that. That is some nice looking Coyote Creek. We'll dry it up and look at it, compare it to our first stuff. But this is it does have, it looks like it has not quite the same character to it, but it's still a very unique looking gold. It has a lot more. The other ones seemed like I was more crumbly looking, as opposed to these that have these nice longer and more oblong shapes to them. Maybe that's from being on the upper shelf, but very nice. So we're going to get this weighed up, check it out, and take it out of here before the wind blows my pan over. I'll go through my tailings real quick, but I'm pretty sure we caught everything on these. All right, well, here we are with our beautiful upper shelf Coyote Creek natural gold, and it's some good looking stuff there. So let's go ahead and we'll kick on the scale. We'll check. It should be within that 100 Close enough. I'm waiting to get a new scale in, since I had to return the last one because it was not registering from the start. All right, well, let's see. Damn it, well, it doesn't do any good to knock it around. Hold on a second here. We're not done. We're not done. Hold on. That was it. And there we go. 1.07 grams. So the numbers have been crunched. And yes, I got little babies in here eating. My little munchkins are all over the place now. But yes, when I bought this, it was $85.95 for the 1 gram bag. At that time, on August 20th, 2024, gold was going for $2,531.72 an ounce. Our gold value for the day I bought it now is $87.09, which gives us a 101% outstanding ROI on another killer bag of gold nugget sales. Paydirt from Mike. And again, some beautiful gold, some lovely pieces there, and I've got our original. I don't have much of it left, but we can compare it from the upper shelf to the lower shelf, and you can see that it is a drastically different gold than that's what set that Oregon gold apart from that first batch he had, was that look right there. This stuff that had that kind of that very rich, almost that buttery quality to it, like the high grader was almost you can say compared to the upper shelf. So we were going to keep these separate. This will be a separate amount. So yeah, gold's always going to be different from Paydirt to Paydirt. But like I said, this especially because this is still Coyote Creek, but it is a different part of the formation. So there you have it. Very nice though, and again, 101% ROI. It's that's that's killer. Well, all right, my friends, that will wrap up this glorious episode on this glorious day of Bayou Gold Guy. I am Bayou Gold Guy with Wonder Dog, with little Wonder Dog who insists on being part of everything, right? So he's happy. He's happy when Daddy's happy. And so yeah, thank you guys so much once again for supporting the channel and being strong and standing up for America. We can never give enough thanks to our great President Trump for what he has endured and what he's gone through and what he's going to go through for the next 4 years for us and for this country, when he could be, he could be having a very happy life, a little dog's life, couldn't he? But not going to happen. We're going to get things done. A big thank you to Rocky Mountain Live Prospecting. He gifted a bunch of you guys some memberships to the channel during the live stream. So you guys welcome the temporary memberships. And thank you again to Rocky Mountain Live, also to Chris W. You guys have he's given a number of you guys memberships in the past as well. So thank you again for supporting the channel in all the ways. I haven't made like I said, I'll put a link to the Guess the Weight video in the description and link it at the end of the video. Here's what you're playing for. I haven't got the bottle made up yet because now that we've now it's gonna have to be a MAGA bottle. So it'll be a MAGA themed guess the weight bottle for this. But this is our gold, over a half a gram of some of that mammoth crystallized gold. Beautiful stuff. So good luck to you guys on that. Like I said, it'll end on Monday the 11th. So be aware of that. I'm behind you guys. I'll be doing the members drawing here for October for the free thank you, phrase it properly. And yeah, so thank you so much to Mike for an awesome 101% ROI. Gold made money on this bag because gold has gone up. Although, like I said, it is dropped today, almost to where it was, within $100 of where when I got this. So it has gone down as I expected if we won, but that's okay. I mean, it's we say make more when it's cheaper. I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's great if you got a ton of it to sell when it goes up, but if you don't have a whole lot of it, you're gonna make a few $100 getting rid of all your gold. But at any rate, it's fun to do, and it's fun to watch the activity. So I'm gonna have to do some speed editing to get this one in. I've dragged this out too long this morning getting this done, and I've got to do some narrating because my little chess scene there, I didn't have the mic on. I was trying to save it so it wouldn't run out when I'm doing the videos, and I forgot to turn it on. So there you go. So yeah, this will be a no frills, hopefully get it done quick in time for the show tonight episode. So that being said, y'all, thank you again. Stay the course. We're going to be having some great times coming up here the next 4 years, and hopefully we'll be around to enjoy it and appreciate it. So until the next time, thank you all again. Take care of each other and peace out, my friends. And yeehaw, America's back. Right? America's back.